Hello there, I'm Seamaster, and this is just a selection of highlights from the previous season, that is Season 5 of the Rock Paper Shotgun Frozen Synapse League. Just showing you a few of the more exciting and interesting battles that happened in the first 4 or 5 days of the tournament. I'm hoping next season to bring you complete coverage of the entire league, but for this time round I've just cobbled together this short collection.
Got another Division 4 match here between Brocklehurst in the green and Agent Orange in the red. Handily, Agent Orange is always in the red, which helps with sort of following him. I'm sure that won't be the case with every replay we look at. So, 2 MGs, 1 grenade launcher, 1 rocket. Good amount of cover of varying separations, no big open chasms in the middle. It's going to be a dangerous area around the bottom here though with all these explosives. I expect to see both players scattering for their initial positions. We'll see how they move. And indeed both players do move away and both take the grenade launcher shot. 2 MGs both crawling up to the same windows. Pretty similar first turns there. Nothing goes down. The MGs will probably stand up this coming term, I'd guess, but that'll be a risky game. Again, both MGs in the windows up here. Not quite sure what Brocklehurst thinks the MG is achieving there. Maybe there's going to be a rocket to follow up next turn, give him some line of sight. As it is, Agent Orange MG can probably act in support. Expect to also see some grenades floated into sort of the middle areas. Indeed, Brocklehurst MG goes straight in, and that will get Agent Orange's MG. But equally, a grenade from Agent Orange gets Brocklehurst MG. So, still all even here. Rockets and explosives firing everywhere, not really hitting anything. Agent Orange trying to move his MG right around the top, going to flank him behind, which could be very effective if he pulls it off. For this next turn, I expect to see just more explosives spam, as it were, at each other. And indeed, looks like the rocket launcher is going to get hit the ground grenade launcher there. Agent Orange's grenade is down. That leaves Agent Orange's rocket launcher really quite vulnerable, although Brocklehurst probably isn't really aware of where Agent Orange's MG is. Maybe not aware, but he guesses what it might do and gets it with an excellent rocket shot. There's nothing really Agent Orange can do now. His rocket launcher's in the open, being fired at the grenade launcher. It will be got by Brocklehurst MG in the next turn, I would have thought. Oh, he managed to find a tiny bit of cover, but Brocklehurst MG creeps up to where it gets line of fire, and then a rocket destroys both the cover and Brocklehurst and Agent Orange's rocket launcher with it. So that's a 4-1 victory to Brocklehurst there. We should be expecting some top level competition this match. We've got Radio Clown in the green versus Echo DB in the red. Now Echo DB was last season's champion, winning 4 out of his 6 matches. And Radio Clown we've already seen quite a lot of and generally playing quite well, so this is a big match in Division 1. 2 shotguns, 2 MGs apiece. Good mixture of sort of cover and open areas, but we'll see how this one goes. Expect a lot of sort of flanking motions and the like. And both players start by moving away from their opponents, trying to take up positions. There's a long-range MG battle between Radio Clown and Echo DB's MGs at the bottom. I'd say that Radio Clown's one on the right looks like to win, but there's probably still time for them to dodge away if the simulation says they're losing. There could be an interesting sort of accidental collision up here at the top with the shotguns. They both seem to have misinterpreted what the other player's going to do.
Hostile.
Indeed, Radio Clown's MG wins, and Radio Clown also catches Echo DB's shotgun in the open with his shotgun. Echo DB's a bit nailed into a corner now if Radio Clown could take advantage of that. And another and Radio Clown's shotgun gets Echo DB's other shotgun as it tries to walk past. Just turns a little too late. It should have known where it was. So now Radio Clown's just down to an MG in the corner. With this sort of dominance, Radio Clown should be able to take out Echo DB however he wants. Even though Echo DB would be expected to win most open shootouts, Radio Clown can bring in multiple units to guarantee the kill. Although in fact we can see that Radio Clown managed to just get the angle with cover and wins that MG duel because of the cover advantage. So a 4-0 destruction by Radio Clown there, who's looking in good shape this season. Here we have a 3rd division matchup between AM in the green and Sarigs in the red. Units are largely separated by side, but there's 1 MG from the opposing side down at the bottom. 3 MGs, 1 rocket, so it's all going to be a game of cover and positioning and using rockets to make openings for the MGs, I would imagine. We'll see, yeah, immediate taking cover, and an AM rocket wipes out Sargis MG as it gets into position. Sarigs appears to be using his rockets to try and get a better shot for his MG.
Unit down.
And actually gets an MG there, and Sarigs gets his MG below to fire through the gap that's just been opened up and take out the rocket launcher belonging to AM. So that puts Sarigs in something of a commanding position now. It'll be interesting to see what happens with this MG around the bottom if AM's able to make something of that. In contrast, AM's MG at the top is going to be very vulnerable to being blown up now. Ooh. Sarig's rocket makes a suicidal charge out, followed promptly by Sarig's MG. I think Sarig's MG will be losing that fight, but he does have his other MG coming up in support. And yep, Sarig's has thrown away his sort of lead here, and looks like he's about to step out there, but doesn't quite walk straight to the path of AM's MG. AM really needs to be looking at coming around and sort of flanking now, but I'm not sure how much he knows about where Sarig's MG is. Both sides are backing off here effectively. Sarig crouching around the corner with his MG, not wanting to poke his head up above the cover, but that's just going to lead to him getting fired on, I think, by AM's MG at the top here. And yep, that is what happens. 4-2 victory to AM. Here we have a Division 4 match between Tamlin in the green and Agent Orange in the red. There's a grenade launcher, 2 MGs and a shotgun on each side, so quite a mixed force. The forces are mixed up, but there's no one unit left especially vulnerable. The MG and the shotgun of each side are probably going to want to scrabble out of there to avoid being fired on by an MG from this window and grenade spam. So we'll see how both players react to that, but I expect to see the lower units moving in position to take a shot while the higher units try to escape. And indeed, the try units for Agent Orange are trying to escape, but Tamlin's rushed right in there with his shotgun. Good move, but he doesn't aim to the side and gets picked off by a more cautious Agent Orange MG. Both grenades go Ori. Agent Orange's shotgun now is set up to take out Tamlin's grenade launcher, but it's going to have a tight match to do that without being shot down by Tamlin's MG. And he pulls that off perfectly, and indeed Agent Orange then goes and finishes off the grenade launcher as well in a very slick move, and Tamlin's remaining MG walks up in the open and gets easily picked off by a covered MG. The grenade launcher's not having the sort of influence you might expect there, but I suspect what the grenade launcher could do was in each player's mind at a time. So a 4-0 victory to Agent Orange there. Okay, next is another Premier League match between Radio Clown again and Seamaster myself, who is newly promoted from the 2nd Division. Units are very mixed up. There's a lot of buildings, there's a lot of explosives, a shotgun and a grenade on both teams. We can expect a lot of chaos in this upper area here with shotguns at close range, grenades, etc. In fact, because I played this, I can tell you that given the right moves from the shotgunner in each case, the machine gunner cannot escape. But that assumes the right moves, which aren't always the case. So we'll look at how this first one kicks off. Both shotgunners do indeed begin by charging enemy MG. Both of them get them. Grenades and rockets everywhere, then take out both shotgunners. So we're left now with just explosives, with rocket launchers, which, while powerful, they need to hit something to go off, and the grenade launchers, which are again very strong, but somewhat fiddly to use. So, the two grenade launchers at the top, very close, both take a shot where they think that there might be miss. Both the rocket launchers also take a shot where they think that there might be wrong. Grenades flying again, and in that turn, both the grenade launchers get each other, and Seamaster's rocket launcher is just scraping the edge of an explosion there. Pretty lucky to survive, really. So now we're in a rocket duel, which is effectively a no-win situation, provided both rocket launchers keep well away from any solid structures. They can't actually hurt each other. Rodeo's taking a bit of risk here, coming right in there, but Seamaster doesn't spot it. Fires up where he used to be, but he's well clear of that. We now just see a few turns of hopeful exchanging of rockets. Rodeo Clown is now well clear, and is effectively clearing the ground around Seamaster's launcher. Final turn, one last roll of dice. Seamaster's back takes a long while to reload, and at the very last fraction of a second, Rodeo Clown's rocket contacts a corner that can just catch Seamaster's rocket launcher, winning the game for him in what looked almost certain to be a draw.